When building owners are looking for somebody to preserve their historical buildings, they're looking for people who have a track record of performing that type of work. My name's Eddie Sauer, and I am the estimating supervisor and director of business development. We walk around, we assess the building for step cracks, cracked bricks, missing mortar joints, bowing or leaning of elevation walls or pillars, as well as discoloration, just to name a few things. We're constantly assessing the entire building for potential problems that someone who is not in our field wouldn't know to look for. Our masons love their jobs, and their ultimate goal is to provide an end product that they're confident in and can stand by.
My name's Steve Cutts. I'm vice president for Escajeda Masonry. So we did a project that is called B&O. It's an old railroad, I believe, down in Wheeling. It has now turned into a community college, I believe.
We are cleaning the Baltimore and Ohio railroad building in Wheeling, West Virginia. My name's Nathan McCullough, and I am a restoration foreman for Escajeda Masonry. There's a lot that goes into cleaning, actually. We have to deal with the Historical Society and follow their regulations since it's such an old building.
And with a historical site, you have to be very careful with how you clean and how much pressure you use while you're cleaning, because you can damage the material if you're not careful with that. So what we did down there, used a low pressure wash with a product called One Restore, which is environmental friendly and is light duty, because once you start cleaning into stone and stuff, stone can be porous and you don't want to get any acid and some of the heavy duty chemicals to sit in there and potentially help deteriorate the product even more. So we did a low pressure wash with a light duty chemical.
And then rinse the rest of the building down and polish it up.
And got it pretty clean. It looks pretty good, Okay, so we did a project in Oil City. It's in Venango County. It's Old National Bank, historic site, a lot of stone patching, stone replacement, cleaning, pointing, a little bit of caulking too on the back of the building.
The caulking joints are imperative to the building because it allows for the building to sway a little bit and a little bit of give. Okay, so first we're doing the cleaning, getting some of the environmental stains off, water stains, hard water, mineral and efflorescence buildup. We are using low pressure since it's a historical building, and we are using environmentally safe cleaning products to ensure that we don't do any more damage to the building.
Same thing with the grinding, 3/4 of an inch deep, put it back in with the product that they picked.
We use dustless setups to ensure that our masons and the public aren't breathing in the dust. Once it's all grinded out, we wash it down with low pressure in a hose to get all the dust out to ensure that we get a good bond. So the reason we repoint the building is to ensure that no more water gets in.
In the specs, there was a spec to use a certain kind of mortar, which is called Jahn mortar, which is used on historical buildings.
It's approved by the Historic Society to let the building breathe. So another thing we're going to be doing at the building is some stone patch. It does require a certification to get their products. Essentially, we're going to be taking off the bad flaky parts of the stone until we hit solid stone, and then we are going to use cathedral stone products to patch the stone and give it the same profile it had in the first place, and give it some structure and some strength.
What separates us from the competition is many of our masons are certified for specific historical preservation products and processes.
So with all of our historical work, we send some of our guys out for training. Some of the trainings we have done would have been at Cathedral Stone in Maryland. They have the Jahn product that we use a lot, the grout injection we use a lot, and there's classes on how to patch and how to use those materials. They get trained on that for a day or two. They get certified. We have the certifications here back at the shop for them. Another one was Edison Coatings, for coatings that we use on certain buildings. Another place was Lime Works, where they go and learn how to use lime mortars, because on historical buildings, a lot of these places spec out, using lime mortars for the historical aspect of it.
Escajeda Masonry is, for me, been one of the best places to work. Everywhere from the owner to management to field guys to foremen. Everybody's awesome, some skilled guys, and I get the opportunity to work on buildings like this and further my career in masonry and further my skills here.
Our past results for historical preservation projects can give building owners confidence that we're going to do what we say we're going to do, and that they're going to have an end product that they'll be proud to stand next to.